If you look at this question, students, z and omega are two complex numbers which are related to each other by this equation is told in the problem. So I can clearly say z bar is equal to minus of I times omega bar. Is it right? So this implies to me that if I try to take the conjugate of it, z bar, the whole bar will be z. This conjugate of minus I will become plus I. Is it right? Into omega, correct? Into omega. Now I can write z divided by I, that is equal to omega, multiply by I and divide by I. Is it right? Multiply and divide by I, because I cannot occupy the denominator. So I can write Iz, that is nothing but I square. I square is nothing but minus 1, that is equal to omega. Is it right? Omega. Now argument of z into omega is equal to pi, and I am interested in finding out the argument of z, which means I will suitably replace omega as a z into, if you can see here, I will replace this as a minus I into z. Is it okay? Minus I into z, that is equal to pi. So argument of minus I times z square, that is equal to pi. So I can write argument of minus I plus argument of z square, that is equal to pi. So argument of minus I plus 2 times argument of z, that is equal to pi. Is it okay? That is equal to pi. Now what is the argument of minus I? Let me say z is equal to minus I, which can be written as 0 plus minus 1 times I. So argument of this particular complex number, z1 I'll call. Let z1, is it okay? Let z1. Argument of z1 is equal to tan inverse of minus 1 divided by 0, that is nothing but infinity, which is nothing but pi by 2. So I can say this part can be written as a argument of, and this part here, if you see 0, that y value is negative, right? Y value is negative. So if you can see this, if you can compare this with x plus y value is negative, x value is equal to 0. So it is in the negative y axis. So minus pi by 2. So what is this answer that we get is equal to minus pi by 2 plus 2 times argument of z, that is equal to what is it? Pi. So I can say 2 times argument of z, that is equal to pi plus pi by 2. Is it right? Pi plus pi by 2. So which is equal to 2 times argument of z, that is equal to 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2. So what is this answer for argument of z that we get? We get the answer as 3 pi by 4. This is the answer to the question. Is it okay? 3 pi by 4.